Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Miami Dolphins and our home team. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 10-2 start.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And incomplete to open things up.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Here we go.
X3. 218. Chop. Speed grip.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. It's our deal. It's our goodness. Man, it's our round. Mike, 55.
Here's a 2nd and 7. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's King. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like in the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Running right, this is Freeman. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 2nd and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here we go, D, all day, defense, all day, all day.
On first down, here's Breida. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
That's a touchdown right here.
A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak, snap.
They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert gets it off to Freeman. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That throw into the arms of Allen. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Keep playing Let's get it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
2nd and 9 now. And this one complete to Reed. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Hey, tighten down.
Look at me. Zip, shoot.
They'll run on first down. Kelly, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And it's caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. And it's caught by Parker. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Breida, he'll try the right side. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Ready?
Back to throw here. That'll be complete to Breida. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's go.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Go. Let's go.
2nd and 4. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Switch.
Hey, team 6. Hit it.
From the gun, Herbert. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set. And Lobo.
6-man.
Recon. 132 fighter.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Let it go.
On first down, Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Come on.
So
set.
that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Bravo.
Mike's 50.
Now.
Back to throw. Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. And the Chargers, first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. This is Kelly. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Dolphins' 43-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
They're running it. Watch twist.
Topper, topper. Look, squeeze. Hey.
I got motion. Mike 51, Mike 51. They can't hang with that.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Kyle Van Noy able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Matchbox lights. Hey, Delta. Go. 80 weapon. Hey, rocket. Sleep river.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this one go. And got his man complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
No chance. Mike 55. It's just me.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Check your hot read.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And Reed with it over the middle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check the out, check the out.
Hey, high 7.
10, under 10, 10. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
The final shot before break. Herbert. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
56. Watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown from 4 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, That's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram, his second sack of the night.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
56.
He'll look to throw. And this is Parker, complete. And Devontae Parker, the 40, the 30. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Big edge.
6'6", pull it high. Look at me. Go. Hey. Hey, Alpha.
Watch safety creeping.
Hustle.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
But he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On the ball.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
5. Now.
44's the mic. Watch the run.
2.
Back to throw. Herbert, he's going to launch this thing. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 46. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
X3, 218, chopper.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Hey, zoom.
Whip, whip. Watch the whip.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Box drop. 5.
On 1st down, Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
49 the mic. Hey.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit, go, Jackson, cut.
From the gun, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
This is caught.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
You better bring.
Go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Devontae Freeman. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to let one go deep for Park. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, it rolled.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. 55, 55. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55. Let's go.
Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant, 42 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go?
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add two more onto their lead.
Partner, they're up big. They snapped the ball from...